Hello, 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 my darlings. Oh, this is not working right here. It's okay. Let me do it this way. Sorry. Okay, good. Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I'm late starting tonight because I watched a church service. I watched a church service. That's what I did. And it just gave me such inspiration. It just worked out what we do over here. Super aging, getting older without getting old. And I don't know, I was just compelled to listen to Dr. Anton Elwood, who was over in Alabama, in Montgomery, doing in the ninth district with my people, and he is the pastor over at St. Philip in Atlanta. But he was over there. And I promise you, something he said made me this and that connected. It's amazing the kind of, it's just amazing to me the way God would find a way to send me a message about super aging, getting old without getting old. And then his theme was, it matters how you follow. Now, I'm not a theologian, but it matters how you follow. I thought about that thing. I thought about that thing. It does matter how you follow. You know, we say, every one of us on here, the content creators, we say subscribe, right? We say hit the like button, write a comment, um, share. That's what we say. We say share because I don't say it as much. I'm hoping that you will share. I'm hoping that you will, hit the like button. I pray that something I say will make you want to tell your friends to subscribe. I haven't gotten that viral thing yet. I don't know when that thing will ever come to me. I don't know. But I'm going to get on here and say what I hear the message. And I was just sitting there tonight, because he had a lot of scriptures. And that's not me. That's not me. Well, not me. Not me. Not me. But when he said, it matters how you follow, it resonated with me. It matters how you follow. It matters. So let's take it down to YouTube. It matters how you follow on YouTube. You got to hit the subscribe button. It's my understanding that when you subscribe, and you might have to give your email, and so I don't get that information. I haven't seen that information. But so some of you all don't want to do all that you want, so you don't subscribe. But we need the subscribers. We have to have the subscribers in order for YouTube to say, well, why they on here then? They don't have any subscribers. We're not gonna push their shows out. Nobody's answering. Nobody's commenting. It matters how you follow. It matters how you follow. If you don't comment, if you don't share, if you don't say a word, if you don't give us a thumbs up, then YouTube said, I'm not wasting my time with them. And that is why we ask. We ask. It matters how you follow. It's some things we need. We're the content people. We say we got something to say. You say you listen, but you got to follow. So we're asking to subscribe, and then tell other people to subscribe and share. Subscribe and share, and leave a comment. Leave a comment like, Georgianne, I like what you said. Georgianne, I didn't like what you said. Georgianne, you got to be respectful because they will take all that down. It's you see, it's a lot of little things to go on with YouTube that we, the content people, we have to be careful, and we ask you to be careful. Be careful what you write. Be careful how you write it. Be respectful in the comments. I don't like your hair today. It's okay because it'll come off. I take it out. It's a new one anyway, so it's okay. When you gonna get some teeth? I don't know when I'm gonna get some teeth, but I'm gonna get some. I don't like what you had to say today. All right, then well, check me out. I got 900 videos. Something I said will resonate with you. It matters how you follow. Now he was talking about following Christ. Now I ain't too far off of that because I don't want to be black. I don't want this to seem blasphemous. But I'm just saying it matters how you follow. And then I made me another note. Not only does it matter how you follow, whether or not you do everything where you keep up with us, you send notes, lift us up, put the thumbs up, but it matters who you follow. Mm-hmm. Now, you can follow Georgianne, and there's a whole bunch of other people you can follow. You don't have to just follow me, but I'm hoping you follow me, and I want you to follow me and have your friends follow me, because we're all about the same thing. This, we want to get older without getting old. And my 900 plus videos, I've given different steps and different information, different categories of information, uh, different testimonies of how you can do this. Because this is what we need to have right now today. We are getting older. We're getting older every day. You getting older on your birthday, on day one. You when you came out of your mama's womb, you started getting older then, and you still getting and older now. So we're getting older, but we're saying we're not getting old. Well, how are we doing that? It matters how you follow. It matters how you follow, and so that says a lot. What you mean? How does getting older without getting old, uh, baby? uh, Follow. Listen to what I'm saying now. Who you following, how you following, and when you follow, all impacts getting older without getting old. You got to keep your mind sharp. So who you following? You're keeping your mind sharp to keep the wheels going, because it's my understanding, and I know there's a time when it's difficult to remember. But it's my understanding, the more you do with the muscle, the better the muscle gets. You see people with strong arms, and they go and they exercise and they do all that push up and they jump rope. I got a jump rope in here though. They do all that exercise and they get their arms and they get buffed. Is that the word buffed? And they get a pack and 7-pack and 12-pack and all that. All because they were trying to get their muscles up. Where the same energy you put in getting the muscles up, and you got another muscle right here, right up in here. This needs the same kind of intensity. This needs the same kind of stringent operation, stringent plans. You make all kind of plans to exercise, but you got to exercise this right here, because this right here takes care of this right here. And you got all this built up, but this is floating one way and going another way, and things are in it that shouldn't be in it, and sometimes it take you off your exercise. It matters how you follow. It matters who you follow. You see, you're following the wrong people. You're getting with the wrong folk. You're trying to super age and getting older without getting old. You're going down the wrong path with some folk that they're not trying to do this, or they say they're trying to do this, but they distract you. This is a constant. This is you got to stay on this. Like your mind stay on God, your mind stay on Jesus, your mind stay on your person. But that's first in the morning. You gotta be careful. It matters. It matters how you follow. It matters who you follow. All I'm saying impacts how you get older without getting old. Because if you listen to the general people, there was a time when you retired, you got in the coffin. That's how I started out 900 videos ago. You see, but now I'm saying to you, you still got life. You got 40 years of life. You have at least 30 years of life after retirement. When you're 40 years old, you got at least 50 more years to live. Have you considered those 50 years? Who you following? How you following it? And when you gonna start following what you need to follow to get where you're supposed to get? Come on now. Dr. Anton Elwood, I can't do him. He's a bad brother. Ooh, he can preach. I'm not trying to do that. But I like what he said. He said it matters how you follow. And so I'm talking to you tonight about following a path, a plan, some goals, some intentions. And that all that is part of the follow plan that's going to get you to getting older without getting old. You got to have a plan. You got to have goals. You got to stay focused. I talk all the time. When I get up in the morning, think about what I'm gonna say on here, because this is part of my getting older without getting old. If I want all that for me. I know I'm getting older. There's some days I went out today without my cane. That's progress. You see, I need to know you got some progress on the other side. So I would like you to follow me because I got progress going. So I want you to have progress going too. Hopefully something I said, is helping you on the other side because we got to keep going. You know, the engine got to keep going. You could do. Let me tell you something. My car needs some new tires. I need some new tires. My son-in-law said you need some tires. I haven't got no tires yet, but I gotta get those tires. Um, he washes the cars, the cars and all that. All that's great. That's wonderful. But one day we went out there and it didn't start. It didn't start. And why didn't it start? Because all that on the outside, all that on the outside, all that on the outside. We didn't take care of this part right here. This part right here. You see, this right here runs everything. The engine. See, and I need an alternator. You get where I'm going with this. Y'all stay with me now. You make sure your engine is right. To make sure your engine right, Dr. Anton Elwood said it matters how you follow. Okay, and let's go back to the how part. You can follow. You can kind of keep up. You can watch me, or watch the shows you like every once a week maybe. You might think about us every 2 weeks. You might say, I wonder what Georgianne doing, or you can just follow. Just stay with me. Like me enough. Care what I say enough. Care what somebody says enough. You follow. That you follow them. We always say hit the subscribe button. That's following. Hit the share button. That's asking other people to follow. Write a comment in there. That's encouraging people to follow. It's how you follow. It's a process to following. And it's a process to following your way to get them. I was reaching for the book, but I'm not gonna reach for it again. Getting older without getting old. There's a process to getting older without getting old. And it starts with the engine. So you look good and feel good and smell good, but when this open up, nothing comes out. Are y'all with me? So in your following, follow the schedule you planned. You got 50 years to live. I retired from Delta Airlines Incorporated in 1992. How many years ago was that? 1992, and we're in 2025. Baby, when you retire, you got a long life ahead of you, and you need to. It matters how you follow. It does. It matters how you gonna make that journey. How you gonna get from 1992 to 2025? So how you gonna get from 2025? Maybe you retired in 2024. That's gonna be 46 or something on down the road. That's a lot of years. It matters how you follow. It matters who you follow. It matters when you follow. It matters what you follow. All of that. Who, what, when, where. That's not what Dr. Anton was talking about. But basically, we talking about he's talking about following Christ, of course. And I'm talking about following Christ, and then following also what you need to do to get from A to B, A to B to C, the journey called life, and do it with enthusiasm, with joy. We know that. We know every day is not a good. Every day, every day. I don't know. I'm not saying that every day is a good day, but every day can be a good day. But there's some days that it just sour stuff come forward. A mess comes forward. Something comes out the blue you're not expecting. That's all a part of life. I heard a preacher say the reason why you like the sun so much because you've been in some rain. Come on now. The reason why the sun feel good to you because you know how the rain's felt because you've been rained on. The reason why something tastes so good to you because you had some bad food, some bad stuff. You understand laughter. You so happy to laugh because you have cried somewhere along the way. And so it's the same way with it matters how you follow. It matters what you follow. It's I'm careful about that following thing on what I want to follow. I got a few little silly things that I like, and because it's funny to me. I follow for entertainment. You got to follow for what? Follow for entertainment. You know, follow for education, entertainment, education. Follow for motivation. In my case, it's motivation. I pray that you follow me for the motivation to stay on the journey. Who you following, or what you following, and then why you following. So I'm gonna hear what Georgine got to say today, because she gonna tell you, she gonna tell you, she gonna tell you like it is. I don't dress up any. I didn't dress up none of it. I tell you, I tell you, because I've lived through it. I'm 82 years old. I've lived through 82 years, and I want you to have the same 82 plus years. I want you to have the same longevity, and I want you to feel good about it. And you said, well, I'm 80. Okay. Well, you should have listened to my yesterday when I talked about 80. Because 80, I grapple with it a minute, but I had to get okay. And it's tonight, while I was listening to Dr. Anton Elwood, the senior pastor at St. Philip AME Church, because I'm AME, I, uh, I heard him say some stuff. When he said it matters how you follow, I it just resonated with me, and I had to sit a minute and come in here and talk to you all, because I want to share with you the thoughts that brought to my mind to encourage you to stay on the path. Today I said to myself, now I'm human just like you all, and I said it was kind of damp and I was aching so badly. So when the weather changes, I don't know about you. I don't know when this started, but when it's raining, I ache so bad I can't tell you. I mean, the aches just look like some days it ache just get up in there and I'm gonna get this arm and this shoulder, and then at the same time this side. So you gonna hurt on that side? I'm gonna hurt on this side to match you. So this arm and this shoulder get hurt. Then a hip will start hurting, and then I can barely walk, and then just pain just be everywhere. You go like, dang Lord, come on now, come on. I mean, the day I was in one of them, come on now, goodness. But then I said, well, the weather got to come. The sun will be out next week, or the sun will be out tomorrow, and the sun will shine on my shoulders, and I won't have that pain. And I'll get out with something on, and I can feel the rays of the sun. That's how you have to look at it. You have to look at this thing. You got to be this kind of consciousness. You got to have all this going on up here in order to help you with all this down here. Because the pain came to me today. I was in pain. Not the neuropathy that I live with, but some different kind of pain. And I said, oh no, devil. Ain't gonna happen. That's back to it matters how you follow. Because you got to know who to follow. So you be able to say, my God already told me I'm gonna be all right. See, y'all with me now on the how to follow and who to follow and when to follow and what to follow, how to follow, who to follow, when to follow, and what to follow. All of that to help you get to how many years I've been retired. That's what I'm talking about. You got the same opportunity, and right now, I said another thing today. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know who said that? I'm sick and tired, okay, of being sick and tired. And then I had to catch myself. I said, hold on, Georgie. Hold on. Trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last always. Hold on. Let all that shenanigans still go. Same thing I tell you all. Had to talk to me today. How you follow, who you follow, what you follow, when you follow. Okay? They had to talk to me today. This sermon didn't come to tonight. I just finished listening to them. But today I had to talk to me. The shenanigans every day. Yesterday, colored and white signs in an elementary school. Trouble don't last always. We got to stay prayed up and keep ourselves going. You see, because we at an age where you can just say, oh my God, I just give. We're not giving. That is not a part of super aging. Don't give in. Do not give in. That's not a part of super aging. Super aging say, you know what? Oh, okay. Let me see what I'm getting ready to do. Because if you do not, you will get swallowed up in this world of trouble. That's what people want. They want you to get swallowed up. They want you to get tired and say, I give. No, you do not. They want you to say, I give. I can't take no more. Yes, you can. They want you to say, I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. Okay, we all are tired. But baby, we still got some strength on the inside. And we got it because we take care of this. You must take care of this, and it'll take care of the rest. You must take care of this. You must keep this solid and sane and prayed up and make sure it's clear. You know, we don't want it all. I mean, I like a little wine, okay? But we don't want to overdose on it. I like a Crown Royal every now and then. But we don't want to overdose on it because this got to be clear for the shenanigans that's going on out here in this world. And it feels like they're just coming at you every day with something. This one is killed. That one's shooting. This is going. Can I get some good news? Make you some good news right there in your house, your family, right on the phone with your family and your friends. That's where your good news. Remember COVID? We're in a new kind of COVID. Yes, we are. We There's a pandemic going on, but it's not a pandemic. They haven't said stay in the house, but you might want to find some things to do in your house. When the last time you looked in your house, enjoyed your house, you got that house, you can wait to get the house, and you never in it. Mm-hmm. Where are your family members? Call them up, talk to them, remind them of some things that went on when you all were younger. You know, create some stuff. Because if you don't do that, you will find yourself in turmoil. And if you get in turmoil, you won't super age, baby. You'll get old before you know it. We're not doing that. We're staying positive. Yes, we are. We Now I understand that naturalized people, not naturalized citizens, need to be careful leaving the country. Who ever heard of such? But if you're not a naturalized citizen, you know, if by now, I hope everybody has a passport. So take a trip, do something, do something, do something. Set aside time called enjoyment. It matters how you follow. Set aside time called enjoyment and fun and laughter and glee. Because if not, you're gonna lose it. I thought I lost it today. I really did. I just talked to y'all yesterday. I said, "Oh, girl, what's going on?" Because what happened? I was up early, so I heard that news, and then I heard the news again. Then I heard the news again. Then I heard the news again. I sure did. And by the time I got to the fourth news, I was whoa out. I said, "Wait a minute, Georgianne. Wait a minute." And then this sermon came up tonight. And I said that's part of what it matters how you follow. How you follow the TV news, how you follow what's going on with your neighbors, how you follow what's going on the job. It matters how you follow. It matters who you follow. It matters when you follow. And it matters what you follow. I pray that you will, or you think well enough of a slice of life to follow me. To follow me, not, let me watch how I say that because that's what Jesus said. I'm saying follow me as in subscribe. Georgiana, as in subscribing, and as in liking, and as in giving a comment, and as in sharing, and help your fellow person, your fellow people, your family members that's just bogged down. One of my friends said, "I'm just Georgianne, I can't take it." She said, "I can't take it. I can't take it." And so I talk about something else. We don't talk about it. When people can say they can't take it, don't talk about it. It's something else to talk about. Get some books. My book order has gone up. How about your book order? I had 4 or 5 books coming here yesterday. So see, go back to listening to books and music. I still got my slow jam party I haven't had yet. But I find when I hear some music, I record and make sure I got it. I got some songs in my head that need to come out. They're all up there fighting each other. The actors, the play, the academic stuff, the Dr. Monique Earl Lewis gives me, all of it's up here. Just fighting each other. I'm gonna get them all out. But you understand, this is what Georgianne does. This is what I want you to do. You're smart. The people who are on the watch my are smart. They're creative. They got a lot going on. And I thank you for joining with me. And I hope these words, you carry these words and you share them with somebody else so we can keep our train going. See, I got this. He did say something about this fire ignites, this fire ignites. And I always talk to you about connecting, connecting, connect. So we're not fighting one another. God gave us each. He gave us each a skill. He gave us each something. And we're supposed to connect. I'm all about connecting. The African Methodist Episcopal Church is called the Connectional Church. We do everything the same, but we also connection. We know somebody here, this district, that district. It's the same way with you and I, and all of us out here. We connect and support one another and pull each other up, and find some young kid that's watching the news and confused. Those children at that school, they had to go through some colored and white exercise. It's done with the kids. Make sure you keep it with your kids. Teach them our history. Do you know how much if they took away everything that black people um, invented, there wouldn't be nothing here. They'd just be all lost in space. But that kind of information doesn't make it to many of us. Those of us who you don't all you now you got the internet. If you don't have a college degree, don't feel bad about that college not having one. Go to the internet, ask Chrome, ask Cyrus, ask what you just ask. You just ask and it tell you AI tell you everything you need to know. See all that the veil is off now, baby. You talking about some people who have done some things. We're some people who have done some things. We're some people who built, not only we built this country, baby, we already had countries before we got over here and built this country. And that information they don't want you to know. They're calling it all kind of things. Let me tell you something. You learn your history. Learn your history. And figure out what I'm talking about when I say you can listen to the ninth district and you can hear the sermon that Dr. Anton Elwood gave on it matters how you follow. And then you can come back. That's your Christian side. But with me, I'm talking about it matters how you follow. When you out here in this, when you out here trying to get, when you working on getting to the next level, when you working on staying on the journey, when you 45 and 55 and 65 and 75, and all of this is coming at you at one time, and you ready to throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You retired and you sitting at home thinking, wow, I don't have. They're taking everything from me. No, no, no. Nobody's taking anything from you. Nobody can take anything from you. God got it all. Mm-mm. You got to say, I got it. You see, it's back to this right here. This right here. You got to keep this all. Like I had nice tires, a shiny car, but the engine didn't start, baby. The engine didn't start. You got to keep the engine. The engine is going to keep you going. And the engine is what you need. in order to get from A to B to C, in order to super age. To get older without getting old, baby, it takes a lot. But you got the. It matters who you follow. It matters how you follow. It matters what you follow, and it matters when you follow. If you're following people when you should be doing something else, you're following people when you could be reading a book about that's going to improve you. You're following junk, following the news when your family needs your love and affection. You're following this and following that instead of following your way in your household, or following Christ, or following Jesus, or following whatever you follow. Following that and making sure your household is stable. Make sure your house is stable. We have to hold on here. Your home, your family, your kids, your children are the ones who are will be left in this world with some of the things that are going on now. You got to you got a lot of work to do. We all got a lot of work to do. And I'm talking to you about it tonight because I need it's all a part of the super aging. You got to stay alert so that you will know what to do and when to do it and how to do it. And you be careful. Just, just it's important. It means something. It matters how you follow, who you follow, when you follow, why you follow. It matters. But I want to say thank you for following a slice of life. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.